All right, folks, we're back with the second game of Green Black Hogak, Green Black Delirium, Green Black Graveyard, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. I think we're going against High Tide this time, unless Dewey pulled the old 360 against me. We get the W on the die roll again. I think I got a winner right off the bat. I'm going to keep this, Stu.
Sounds good. I will keep as well.
All right, opposite from last game, huh? All right, let's see what we got. Just mill me something good. So knowing that we're playing High Tide, that Cabal Therapy in the Graveyard right off the bat is a good feeling. We do play the full 4, and we've wavered on that number. We've actually kind of started with none. I tried Inquisition, so it was kind of a little bit more mid-rangey, but then kind of realized real fast that Cabal Therapy is just better. Okay. Here's what I think I want to do. I don't think there's a chance that he... Okay, what is that card? Draw 4, put 2 back. Okay. I think we just mill ourselves a little bit more. All right. And then I think a turn 2 Hogak seems really good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And get to keep the Cabal Therapy. And the one card is Brain Surge. So that's about as busted of a draw as we're going to get. But that is what we do. Forgot to play our land because I was so excited about turn 2 Hogak. That sucks. Okay, all right. Dude, why you gotta do that to me? On camera, turn 2, Hogak, and this is how you treat me. Alright, this is fine, because we are likely gonna obliterate his hand. Well, not necessarily. Okay, now necessarily. Probably will. Okay, let's start with this. We know we're hitting a Brain Surge.
Yep.
It's just a matter. Okay, so the commit to memory thing is weird because it comes up as 2 cards in the revealed things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get rid of that Brain Surge. Pour over the pages, do.
Mm-hmm.
It just draw 3, untap 2 lands, then discard a card.
Exactly.
For 5, okay. Let's go ahead and just tackle you for 2. I think we just gotta hit your High Tide right now. Get one of those and just make you draw another one. High Tide is 2 words, apparently. Okay, it actually our commit to memory shows up as 3 cards: commit to memory, commit, and memory, all separate.
That's funny.
So stupid. Okay. Now the question is do I just hit you for a 3rd card? Is there anything on there that I really care that much about? I guess Cunning Wish. Possibly could hit me for... What could you get me for? Ravenous Trap, that happened last time. But then I just don't have a clock. But you know what? Realistically, Stitcher Supplier, not really a clock. I think I'm just going to pass. Kind of see what the next turn develops into. Okay, so we know what he drew there. Because now he's in a bit of a bad position because he needs to draw lands and spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we're not in a great spot either. But now we're in a much better spot than where we were a second ago. Because of this. We'll tick up our grist. This is just a huge W because now I can cast Hogak, and a Cabal Therapy. And we have like milling every turn, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is kind of an example where you don't care about the Delirium. We don't have much of anything going on. And I think I am gonna... What could he have drawn that I'm really worried about? I guess another High Tide, but even then, he can't win next turn. If he draws a High Tide, he needs, like... I think I wait another turn. We had a really good sequence of draw spells there. He topped a card. Okay. Alright, let's do this. If I kill 2 of my creatures, it does not change my clock. So I am gonna now Cabal Therapy, and I think I'm just gonna blind name because I think that's the only way we're losing is if... Wait, not Hide Tide. There's so many cards. Oh my god. Okay.
Nice.
Sick. And then I think I'm also gonna do this. And might as well just cast one of the spells because it's fun. We don't have to pretend like we're presenting anything with our mana, so playing all of it is fine. Okay. And if I recall the last time we played, this is kind of how it played out. Just the Cabal Therapies, if I hit any number of them, are just super brutal. Okay. What's nice about this particular matchup is I do have some cards that are easy come to pull out. And actually, sneakily, I think this card here, I guess Dewey knows because I brought it in last time, the Leyline of the Voids actually aren't terrible because one of their win cons is... Dewey, help me with the cards. Expansion, Explosion, what's the other one?
Bond of Insight. Yep.
Bond of Insight. So shutting off their graveyard is not terrible. Also, it's going to, side note, also take care of, what do you call it? It'll take care of Treasure Cruise as well as Dig Through Time. So I think it is worth just bringing in the full set here and just, I mean, odds are they're getting milled anyway. Matter of what I pull out. So it kind of matters what kind of graveyard hate they have. Because I can get super wrecked here if I'm not prepared for that. So do I want to bring in these drags? That seems like I'm overboarding now. There's no way I have 8 cards for this matchup. Okay. Because he has the potential for Ravenous Trap into... from like Cunning Wish. Cunning Wish is the searcher. This feels like I'm over sideboarding. Tell me down below in the comment section that I'm over sideboarding, even though I already know it. That's all right. I just have to have some, because I don't know. I know that there's at least a Ravenous Trap in his list. I'm not going to be able to interact with that necessarily, but I do have to have an answer if he happens to play Leyline of the Void. So, suppose I will just keep this. Dewey, I have some pre-game effects.
Okay.
So.
Ooh, lots of Leyline of Voids.
Yeah, so your bounce spells. Okay. this should be a pretty solid hand. Yeah, exile that Ponder. Yeah. Take a peek and see what he's gonna draw. Okay. And then we'll just kick it off with the good old school Duress. Man, what's it? Snap hits target creature. I actually think I'm gonna hit his snap. Mind's Desire, he's gonna have to be off that for a little bit here. Okay, and one of those islands he's gonna draw, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that right now. Based on my particular hand that I have right now, which I guess he'll see here in a second, is why I'm getting that snap. Although our spell does require the graveyard to be at its full power. This particular one at least will be a clock. Alright, so I think we just play our Grim Flare and try to ride that bad boy to victory. Cloud of Fairies is just kind of a ramp song. I mean, if he hits a High Tide in the next, like, 2 turns, it potentially could be pretty rough. I don't know how much the Mind's Desire is going to play a role in here. We really would love a Planeswalker. Ask and you shall receive. All right. Also, nice thing about Grimflayer is it's not only a hard hitter, it's a payoff and an enabler. So this card has been super... The more I play it, the more I kind of appreciate it. All right, I'm actually going to tap a couple cards here because of that Soul Guide Lantern. All right, so if we do things right, if he doesn't pop off here, we should be okay. All right, let's start by doing this. All right, mill card. Okay, and so then now we're going to use that card right away so he can't hit it with the Soul Guide Lantern. And we know we're going to hit a card. Okay, so we're going to hit that Mind's Desire just because we know. Gifts Ungiven? What the heck? Okay. That Dig Through Time isn't very good, and neither is that Gifts Ungiven.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... we're going to sandbag that one card in my hand. And potentially... I think I even mill this card. I'm not needing it right now. Okay, so he's got Preordained, Dig Through Time, Gifts Ungiven. So it's kind of weird bringing in a Leyline of the Void against a mono blue High Tide deck, but it is unnecessary. Okay. Let's mill something cool here.
That's something cool.
That is something cool. But I can't... Alright, I think I'm gonna risk it here. Risk not being able to cast the Hogak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me think. So I got him on a 3 turn if I get the Hogak out here and it stays. But I have you on a 2 turn if I hit the right card here, so. I did remove one of the cards I'm looking for, though. Alright. I did not hit the exact card I was looking for, but it will do fine. Alright, well, Stitcher Supplier. Unearth that. And then now we can cast our Hogak. 2, 3, 4. Instant creature, sorcery, artifact, land. I gotta get rid of one of the lands, I think, because I'm gonna. And then we do the same thing we did last turn, and we Cabal Therapy, Stitcher Supplier, and we are gonna name High Tide again, just to try to blind hit it. Just because that's really. Solve the equation's cool. Frantic Search, Brain Surge. Damn that card. Oh. Alright. I can guarantee Gifts Ungiven and Dig Through Time are going to stay in his hand. So what I'm doing right now is I'm thinking about what is he going to keep in his hand potentially. Do we just... I hate this mind game. I think... I think we just named this same thing anyway. Ho ho!
Very nice, very nice.
All right. Go. Okay. So I hit the 2 Frantic Searches. And then might as well just do this right now. And we name Solve the Equation. Solve the Equation was going to be the other one I named. Alright, and then we got him on a 2 turn. Alright. Feeling in a pretty confident spot here. I guess technically I could have taken the Tormod's Crypt because he theoretically can make me give himself an extra turn because he shuts off my Grimflayer. Alright. So he's got to win off of a High Tide and another card. Just gonna cash this in, make you use it right now. Get you from Alright. There's just no way for me to. So I definitely should have named Tormod's Crypt because I am giving you another turn, but...
I don't think there's anything I can do.
Yeah, I mean, I know you have a High Tide and you have 1 billion mana, but you would need a pretty crazy turn. Now's the time to do it, though, right? Just, like, Dig Through Time hardcast. Yeah.
All
right, this is gonna be interesting.
So I want one of those. I don't think there's a pile that gets me out of this if you play it properly.
Put the chosen cards in the graveyard. Okay. So the ones I'm choosing are going away. That's important to think about and important to know.
Look at my exile as well. And so we have 1, 2, 3, and something like that. I am not sure.
All right. Let's pour over the pages, do. Well, I can tell you, I believe I want your frantic search to go away. And this one I also want to go away because I don't want you untapping your mana, essentially, is drawing and put 2 cards. So I think I'm going to pick the 2 ones that draw and untap your lands. And I think he's on Brain Freeze only, but on the bright side, folks, for Dewey, I only have 26 cards in my deck, so a Brain Freeze is not as demanding as one would think.
Did not get there. GG.
All right, I think what we're seeing in this game, and it kind of sounds dumb, but it's like it really comes down to one card, and that's Cabal Therapy, right? Do we?
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I was muted. Therapy just seems really strong in this matchup. Like you said in game 1, I believe it was, where you're like, oh, he needs lands and spells, and just like restricting my payoff spells with Cabal Therapy while I'm also trying to like develop my mana just puts a lot of pressure on my cantrips and my card draw, and just makes it a tricky window to navigate, especially with like turn 3 or turn 4 Hogak. Like it's just a really powerful clock after you've taken like 3 of my cards with Cabal Therapy like you did in that one game.
Yeah, for sure. And like the worst, like to make things worse for the High Tide matchup is like that Cabal Therapy often is just increasing my clock because it's likely milling me for 3-2. But otherwise, hey, so we got another game after this. Hopefully you check that one out. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you on the other side.